Victor.
Yes. Yes.
Buzz.
Buzz to you.
Wait,
buzz.
so
Hey, what's the buzz?
oh, so you want to know what the buzz is? Apparently, Donald B. Trump wants to tax honey.
Is the secret that he's a bee in disguise? That's why his middle name is B. Has nobody put these two together?
We're all bees, Victor. Buzz.
Oh, well, I was secretly a wasp in disguise.
How could you?
You just had to ruin
You were my
disguise,
best man.
I needed you to keep this in silence between us. I told you that in confidence, Joman.
You were the best man to my wedding, and I didn't even know you were a wasp. How could you?
I stung your wife.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jeff was also a wasp, and you didn't tell him anything, right? You saw his big butt. That's a huge stinger he has, right?
Jeff was not a wasp. He was a hornet. All right, get it right.
Same thing, all right? I'm a wasp, and I know that that's the same thing. He's just more of an asshole than me.
You know, I'm going to need some time to process this. I need to go out and find out who I am. Just get away from it all. It's
just fly out the hive for a bit. Maybe go through some kites. Maybe pollinate some flowers and free your mind. Is that it, Mr. Bee?
Yeah.
While I'm over here stinging your wife and stealing your honey because I'm a wasp.
How could you? Next, you're going to tell me you're going to eat our newborn too? Because that's what wasps do, huh?
Yeah.
You could be different.
Well,
you could change all that.
I'm sorry, Joel. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Anyways, hey guys, how's everybody out there?
Hey guys,
how's it going?
Welcome to another episode of CafeTalk. Thank you guys for joining us.
You know, we're Victor. We're trying some new stuff out. It's been a while since we podcasted, and we figured, you know what? I'm a fun guy. You're a mushroom. Let's do some improv before, kind of set things up.
Yeah, no, I see that, like, it worked pretty well, I like that whole beast.
Well, I mean, it worked for us, but, comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought of our improv. If it's a bad idea, we'll stop. If it's a good idea, we'll keep going.
I could always change from a mushroom to, maybe an insect or just like a virus. I've always thought about being a virus as well.
I thought you were going to be a champignon.
A champignon?
And a Spanish mushroom.
Or, what is it? What's that corn fungus that grows that turns corn black?
I don't know.
Mesquite or something like that?
Mesquite is charcoal.
It's charcoal. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
well,
it's something. I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
They're both black, so I'll be that.
Okay. But yeah, for you listeners out there, we're back. Hopefully, it's not like last time where we said we're back and we took like 2 months off.
Yeah, I mean, things happen, it's just like...
We've been pretty busy, It's been more lively here at the shop. I started learning how to program, do some computer science, maybe some video games on the side.
Working your way up to amazing AAA games that you're going to create, huh, Jolene? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but some new stuff on our side. We each have our own microphone now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe you can hear us a little more crisp.
Hopefully it doesn't come out like I'm in one ear and you're in the other, because that would get kind of annoying. But I'll try to fix that in editing. But I'm pretty sure it just fuses the tracks together.
I mean, that would be kind of cool. Maybe just for 2 minutes, and then it'll get annoying. But at first it'll be you're sitting right in between us.
Yeah.
Just hearing our.
You know what? You right. You right.
See, it would be interesting.
So Victor, do you know what we have planned for today?
I hear we're gonna talk about movies. No, we're gonna talk about.
I mean, we
food.
can, but
we're gonna talk about food. My favorite topic.
Close. We're gonna talk about coffee, something that we both know very well.
I mean, it's
also the name of our podcast, CafeTalk.
It's kind of. I mean, coffee is food, isn't it? It's considered food.
Kinda.
I mean, aren't drinks considered food? Part of food.
I mean, that depends. Is tomato sauce considered a smoothie?
It can be. I mean, tomatoes are fruit.
Anyways, moving on from that. Other YouTubers such as Idubbbz and Ethan Klein of H3H3 have Idubbbz Ethan is the first one who posted the challenge of ranking food places. from S to A. But you know, we want it to be different. We want it to be spunky. You know, our parents don't understand us, so they would never will.
And you know, it's not a phase, okay?
Yeah,
So,
it's definitely not a phase. So we're gonna talk about coffees instead.
so I mean, yeah, we're in a cafe. If it fits like perfectly, you know, talk about coffee and our experiences with it so far.
Plus, we're both pretty well seasoned baristas.
Yeah.
Yo,
I mean, got a
nice
few years under our
salt and
belt.
pepper over here, and a good dry rub. Bye.
Dry rub. I'm
Good-
dry rub.
yeah.
Well, why am I dry rub?
Well, because dry rub is usually associated with like baby back ribs, and I don't eat pork.
True. Okay,
I know how much you
alright.
like. I know how much you like them smoked ribs.
Oh yeah, I want some sweet, delicious bacon. Oh yeah, you know me well, Joan. Thank you.
We've been friends for a long time. So yeah, we're gonna be ranking coffee places.
What's the first coffee place on our list, Joan?
Well,
What's going on?
just to read off the list, and I'll post the icons on the screen so everyone can see. We have Starbucks, arguably what kind of started it all.
Yeah, no, I mean everybody knows Starbucks.
Then we have Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, Pete's Coffee, Dunkin' Donuts, which surprisingly they boast a lot about their coffees, and people
Yeah.
say it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if commercialism is a thing, like their commercials, not commercialism, they're commercials.
Oh, okay. Like America runs on Dunkin's.
Yeah, exactly,
So you can
like
say
that.
Dunkin's coffee runs America.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
McCafe, McDonald's brand of coffee.
Yeah, I heard recently that McCafe has stepped up their game to the point where it might be like competing with Starbucks. Like it's that good. So
Who knows? Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Blue Bottle, which they're fairly new. They started up in the Bay, but they're pretty spread out.
Is Blue Bottle only like California or?
No,
or is it, like,
there's some
nationwide?
place. I think there's like one shop in New York. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. I did a little bit of research prior. But
Yeah. Oh, there's a shop in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We're getting word from our El Solito sponsor, Daniel Olivares, that there's a Blue Bottle in Boston. Thank you, Daniel.
And right back to you, Jolyn.
All right, and then some local places, Tierra Mia, which they're spread out throughout California. Groundworks Coffee, which I have a little bit of experience with.
Oh yeah, you used to actually work for them for a bit,
Yeah,
right?
I did a little pop up for them.
Oh wait, but that was
That
when
was
you
at
used
Anime
to-
Expo.
Yeah, you used to
Yeah.
work at Anime Expo, fucking being
Yeah, we
a
did a little
cafe
pop
guy.
up that year. It was pretty good. Stumptown, and then two little oddballs, Jameson Brown Coffee Roasters, which is in Pasadena,
Mm-hmm.
and our very own El Solito Cafe.
All right, and we're the one and only El Solito right here in California
Mhm.
and Los Angeles.
So to start off, Victor, so the grading scale is gonna go, like U.S. academic style. So A is the best, B follows, and C, D, and then F. F is the worst.
Yeah. Okay. That
For
makes sense.
any international listeners out there, and if there are, hey, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. So what would be our first? Are we starting like how you read off the
So-
list?
Kind of. I mean, so first off, just because they kind of started everything, let's go with Starbucks. Tried and true.
Did it start with everything? Did Starbucks start everything? Maybe it started like
They started like commodity coffee, like pretty hard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. All right. Well, Starbucks. What do you-
So I don't know. In my opinion, they like started commodity coffee, but then they're kind of late to the third wave coffee game because they have like some Starbucks reserves that have opened up.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Like
too.
I know the big ones are up there in like Portland and Seattle, but then there's a few here in LA.
Well, I mean, Starbucks started in Portland, didn't it? Like
I
that
think
was
it's
like
Seattle.
the first Portland.
We should have done more research, but
well-
whatever.
Oh, Seattle.
there
It started
you
in
go,
Seattle.
Seattle.
Okay. All right. There you go. I could have sworn. Well, either
Thank
way.
you, Daniel.
Um,
Daniel is going to be fact checking us throughout the whole
Indeed. I mean, which is funny. I mean, like we have our phones, we have the internet in our pockets, we have the internet
I don't know.
in the palm of our hands.
Anyways,
and
all
we
right,
do
Victor.
nothing.
So
no, Jolie, we can't. All right, go ahead.
So, how's this gonna work? Are we just gonna rate their espresso, their ambiance, like how?
I would say quality of coffee is a big importance. Like that's a big deal. Quality. What is it? Consistency. You know, where you could like, no matter how many times you go to a different, or no matter what part of the world you're on, it's still the same coffee. You know, and maybe satisfaction. I would say would be just ourselves, our own personal satisfaction, like personal experience satisfaction.
And then we'll give them an overall.
Yeah, and then that'll be the overall grade.
So I feel like the overall should be the grade, whether it gets like an A, B, C, D, F, and then quality, consistency, and satisfaction can be like 1 out of 5. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. So we're starting off with Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go with you, because I actually have funny stories when it comes to Starbucks. So let's start
all
with
right,
you.
So let's
Joey.
start with quality.
All right.
Quality. I'm gonna have to give Starbucks 2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
Oh, really? Like, wait, what?
So they highlight. So quality being like, if you're a real coffee savant, then you already know, like they burn the hell out of their beans. They don't care about like the notes and the flavors and stuff like that. But what I will say, what Starbucks lacks in their actual like coffee based drinks, they make up for it in like their individuality and like the other types of drinks that they have. So kind of like how they have like an entourage of frappuccinos and like their matcha lattes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And their refreshers.
And they were the ones that actually, like, what is it, trademarked the word frappuccino?
Yeah. So that's why everyone else has to use frappes or fraps.
Exactly.
So Starbucks, I give them like a 2.5 in quality. Consistency, like a 2.
Really? You've actually haven't...
No, okay, never mind. You know, like a 3.5. Because I used to go to Starbucks a lot, get their like caramel macchiatos.
Yeah.
And every caramel macchiato I had tasted exactly the same.
Okay.
Whether it was like a little hotter, a little colder, there was more foam. That's what kind of differed, but it all tasted the same. So like 3.5.
You didn't get any like little hair in there, or maybe some boogers in there?
No, I can't say that.
Yeah, no, that's good. See, all right.
And then satisfaction, give them like a 3.
3.
Like I go in there because I'm just like, I want coffee, and I get coffee, and I'm like, all right, I got what I wanted.
Yeah, I mean it's well, that's. Yeah. Okay.
You know what? Let's mix it up a little. Okay. Instead of talking about them individually, we'll pick which one we think the place shines on, between quality, consistency, and satisfaction. So if you're more satisfied when you go to a place, then you say like satisfaction is what highlights the place.
Gotcha.
Quality, blah blah blah. So with Starbucks, I feel like consistency is their strong suit.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. I mean, for me, it would be kind of different because. I think for me the what shines for Starbucks would be quality, consistency. That's the only thing that shines for me.
Because some of their drink, like the core of their drinks, like the caramel macchiatos, the vanilla fraps, things like that, they're okay. It's just those side drinks or the seasonal drinks are like hit or miss. Like I know their pumpkin spice latte is very, very like on point when it comes to the season. Yeah. But then they had like a peppermint eggnog or like a smoked creme brulee kind of drink for the summers, like, and those were like misses.
It's weird, yeah, big time. No, and even then, I've gone to Starbucks and it's just the pumpkin spice latte was just weird to me. You know what I mean? But I guess that's what I'm saying. Consistency is the only thing I could trust on. That it's like I could go back to Starbucks and know that I'm gonna get the same type of coffee every day, because with satisfaction, like you know my story with Starbucks.
You have a lot of stories.
Like I've gone
enough for another podcast.
Maybe it's another story for another podcast. Yeah, but no, just there's been times when they forget my orders. Is what I'm saying. That's why satisfaction isn't the highest for me. I would probably be like a 1 out of 5. So that's why maybe consistency is the only thing I could count on.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right. So
true.
Overall grade, what would you give them?
I would give Starbucks maybe like a I would give it a C+.
All right.
Yeah,
I was thinking just like a straight C.
Yeah, straight C.
Like just passing.
Yeah, like it's not bad, it's not failing, but it's because of the consistency that you keep it a solid C. You know, it's not amazing. It's not something that everyone has to try before they die.
True. All right. So the next one on our list, we're gonna hit the local region. We're going with Tierra Mia.
Ooh, switch it up. All right. Tierra Mia. Okay.
So where do you think they shine in there?
So is Tierra Mia only in California?
Yeah.
That way, right?
I'm getting some views from Daniel. He's not.
Let's ask Danny, our expert. Is Tierra Mia only a California thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Northern and southern.
Okay, so it's all around California, north and south.
Well, Tierra Mia started here in like L.A., right? And then it moved.
On Atlantic
There you go.
Firestone.
Yeah, Atlantic and Firestone's the first Tierra Mia that opened up, and then they quickly spread around South LA. Then they opened some shops up in the Bay.
Oh, okay. So Tierra Mia, I would say, like, in order for those that have never heard it, never seen it, I would say it's kind of like I would describe it the best I could, like Starbucks, but with a Mexican flair.
Well, Latin American.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Just Mexican.
Mexican?
All right, I'm getting word from Daniel. It's just Mexican.
Ooh, see? I was right.
All right, my mistake. Thank you, Daniel. All right,
yes,
so
definitely.
so when it comes to Tierra Mia, I feel like,
Yes.
I don't know, like
Don't keep me in suspense now.
Like, their quality isn't as great as I thought. So the first time I had it, I thought they were great, but then when I actually got into like third wave coffee and stuff, there's nothing about them that really stands out.
True.
Like there's drinks that stand out, so that's why I want to say like the satisfaction of going, especially if you're a newcomer.
Yeah.
Because you're like bombarded by these different things, like a Mexican chocolate drink or like a Coco Loco.
I was literally about to say that the only thing that stood out for me from Tierra Mia, other than being like a generic coffee shop, would be the fact that I've never had the horchata latte.
Yeah.
Like before I went to Tierra Mia, you know?
Yeah. So for me, like, quality and consistency are pretty similar. If I had to give them like a grade, it's probably like a 3
for quality and consistency.
Yeah, but and then satisfaction isn't far off. It's probably like a 3.5.
I get
like
you.
If you're a first timer, satisfaction is probably like a 4 or 4.5. But like if you're a regular, 3 is a pretty good like number.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I don't know, man.
Because it's like you go there and you get like this. Like, you enter, like, the honeymoon phase. Like, you're in love with this shop. Like, everything about it's great. You try all the drinks. But then once you, like, start becoming a regular and you've had, like, the Coco Loco, like, 20 times and you had the horchata, like, 100 times, it's like, that's it. That's all it is.
I mean, isn't that kind of with every coffee shop, though?
No, not really.
Some keep, like, surprising you.
Yeah, some keep surprising you. Because
Right.
there's, like, things that you don't really try from other places, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only thing I have is just maybe my ratings would be lower for them. You know, because I feel like with quality and consistency, Tierra Mia has been, like, depending on the mood of the baristas there. You know, because I've had some baristas that actually care about their job and they provide, like, the best latte I've tried. But then there's those baristas that, like, they don't care and it's literally just for the money. So they're just like, you know, whatever, just pour in the ingredients, hopefully it comes out okay. So for me, quality and consistency would be like maybe a 2.
All right. And what about overall
satisfaction?
Overall grade.
favorite? D.
Really, a D?
Yeah, I'd give it a D.
Solid D. I'm like almost there with you. I give him like a C minus, but but I understand why you give him a D.
Yeah, right.
So we'll put him in that category.
Even though Tierra Mia has never forgotten my order. That's the one thing that.
Oh yeah, you got that for you.
Never forgot my order, but at the same time, it's something I'm going crazy for.
All right, so I don't have a lot of experience with coffee bean and tea leaf.
Yeah.
Like they feel like an off-brand Starbucks to me. Which I think.
Honestly, okay. So for me, I've actually had some experience with it. Mainly, I would say their shining quality would be quality itself.
Really?
Yeah, because the consistency it's different as well because they have different items that depending on like because they also serve tea right there like loose leaf tea and the coffee itself.
I was gonna say, are they sponsored by Tezo or is that their brand? But I think that's just Starbucks. Like they have their own thing, right?
I'm pretty sure they do. I'm not sure about that.
We'll post up the answer, but yeah.
I know Tezo is Starbucks.
Yeah.
But I remember trying their teas and their coffees. Their coffee was pretty consistent, so I'm happy about that. The tea, on the other hand, it was depending on like how long they've had the loose leaves and like you know where they got it, all that stuff. There's so another aspect to it. But the fact that like it's something you can't get anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like you can't get loose leaf tea anywhere else that from our list. So maybe for them, I'd give them a solid B. just because of quality alone.
All right, I'll trust you on this one because I don't have a lot of experience with them, and I don't know if you have a lot of experience with Pete's Coffee.
I don't actually.
That okay? Because I do.
Your area.
There
right
was
there?
one like across the street from UC Irvine when I used to go there.
Yeah.
And honestly, like,
I have tried their like pour overs. That's the one thing I've tried.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like Pete's, their consistency is what like brought me back to them. Because some of their, like, don't get me wrong, the quality of their stuff is compared to like some of the other places that we have on the list.
Yeah.
If they say they have like a dark roast Ethiopia, you can taste like the lemon in it, the like the roots or like the real earthiness of it.
Yeah.
Whereas other places they say it's this, but in reality it's probably like a burnt Sumatra.
Yeah, it's like it just tastes like black coffee, very bitter.
Yeah, so for
no
that,
notes.
like, what they have there is fine. It's a little bit better than like just grabbing some random cup at Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
And they don't have like a giant varieties like some other places, but what they have is pretty good, and everything that I've gotten is tasted the same
Satisfying.
consistently. So
consistency is
for
their key
Pete's,
point.
For Pete's, I'll give them like a B also.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
And the fact that you don't really see that many, especially here. Well, I haven't seen many in LA.
I mean, the only Pete's coffee I tried and I know of is all the way in like Glendale.
Yeah.
But what I have had with their experience, I would give them a solid B. Even like with the minor experience I have with them, it's
all right.
it feels like a B place.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Ooh.
I had little to no experience with Dunkin' Donuts. I know their donuts.
Yeah, their donuts are good.
But their coffee...
But I mean, who can mess up a donut, that badly?
Yeah, for Dunkin' Donuts, I don't know, man.
Well,
They don't have the variety in the places. The quality of their beans themselves aren't like the best.
See, for me, Dunkin' Donuts is very weird because I haven't had it in a while, mainly for the same reason that it's... The last time I did have it was horribly bad.
Really?
Yeah. Before the times like when they say coffee runs right through you, because it helps you like digest faster or something like that.
Yeah.
That's Dunkin' Donuts for me. I live with coffee, so no coffee really affects me as much, even caffeine. But Dunkin' Donuts just goes right through me. Like
really?
It's like a brick in my stomach.
I feel like Dunkin' Donuts has the potential to become a really good coffee brand because I know they're starting to offer like wholesale beans, or they've been doing it for a while. But they just need that like little push
to push them over the edge.
Yeah,
great.
Like maybe if their beans were like fresher, or if they, I don't know, in their shops they offer like at least like the generic coffee shop list.
Yeah.
Like macchiatos, cappuccinos, lattes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean that's the thing. So the bad experiences I've had with Dunkin' Donuts has been actually going to the shop and being there. The okay experiences where I'm actually satisfied with their products has been the Keurig cups of Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
that when you make it at home, those coffees pretty good, like better than I remember. And I've tried it recently, and that was like it's very satisfying. Like it's
I see.
The cup of
I
coffee.
feel like
I
since
need in the
we're
morning.
talking about like physical buildings and places, like actually going to the shop, I want to give them like a D.
A D.
Like because they're such in an early phase.
Yeah, D sounds good, actually.
Like it's not a bad D, it's like a D that like if you put a little bit more work into, you'll get up there. You'll pass Timmy.
It's that D that
you're going to college.
Yeah.
Just work a little harder.
It's like that slacker that is really lazy, but if he actually did his homework, he would actually accomplish something.
All right, McCafe.
That was me in high school.
All right, McCafe.
Yeah, okay, McCafe. Ooh, I don't have much experience with McCafe. Do you?
A little bit,
Uh-huh.
and it's mostly just like whatever you get, like the McDonald's.
Yeah, of course.
Which most of their like, so their brew coffee, the regular coffee.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Like the
It's
regular
not the
black
best,
coffee,
it's
like
not
the
the wor- yeah.
$1.
It's not the best. It's not the worst. For $1, it's a good price.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, you're paying what you get. You're getting what you can pay
Yeah,
for.
and then their fraps, they're exactly what you want in a frap. Blended ice. They're very sweet. They have like little coffee taste, so I feel like their
Ooh.
fraps are fine.
Yeah.
But if they were, I feel like it's already in the works. If not, there is like an actual McCafe place.
Yeah.
If they were to open up one in LA, I feel like it would do very well.
Honestly,
because it would be like a better Starbucks.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like if there's any place that a real McCafe place, like only McCafe, would work, will probably be maybe Seattle or like San Francisco.
I don't think it would do well in Seattle. Just because of how like.
Well, I'm not saying that it would do well. I'm just saying that
it would work.
Like no, like it would. Like I could see it there, like actually being constructed.
Oh, okay.
Whether it does well or actually works, that's a whole different topic for me.
All right.
Like what I'm saying.
What about so final grade
for McCafe? I give them a C actually.
A C?
C, because it's like. It's kind of like McDonald's and Starbucks, you know what I mean? Sorry, it's kind of like Starbucks, where you know what you're gonna get.
You got a point. All right, I was gonna give them a D because of like how I feel that they like similar to Dunkin' Donuts, they can evolve and become better.
True.
But a C is fair. Yeah. You know, it's McDonald's. You know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
All right,
what you got next?
Blue Bottle.
Lay it on me, coach.
Blue Bottle.
Blue Bottle.
The San Fran based coffee place.
So with Blue Bottle, I've had experience with it, but I don't have experience in person.
In person.
Yeah, I've never actually like been inside a Blue Bottle, but I've had people bring me coffee. I've had people bring me the whole like roasted coffee that they sell, and then I make it myself. So I've tried their coffee and I've tried like the different varieties and stuff, and I know what they have. But I'd never actually been inside, so I don't know how the baristas are. I don't know how the place is, how the ambiance or the feeling is.
So I've been there a couple times, and their menu is pretty good. They focus more on like they focus more on the coffee based drinks. They don't really have like fraps and fruity drinks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the drinks that they do offer, they're pretty good. Like they care about their beans. I know they have like they're a giant facility where they roast and ship them out.
Oh yeah,
so their beans are always fresh. I can't really pin like the ambiance and stuff to the baristas because you know sometimes they're having bad days, sometimes they're having great days.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like whatever, but quality. Like if I had to pin something to Blue Bottle, it's quality.
Oh, big time.
That's what they do, and they do it well.
Yeah, definitely. Like you could tell that they care about the beans themselves, the beans that they're roasting. Yeah.
So for a final grade, I want to give them an A, but I feel like a B is more.
I feel like a B plus. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's so close to being amazing, but it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just because we haven't been there that many times. I think an A is proper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Okay.
Yeah. Good job, Blue Bottle. All right, now we're getting into some of the local places.
Well, all right.
So the first one, Groundworks Coffee.
Groundworks Coffee.
So I'll give you a little bit of background because I know a thing or two about Groundworks. Yeah. So they're a local California. They were one of the first coffee roasters here in California.
Yeah.
And they have multiple locations, like I think passing Little Tokyo and up.
Yeah,
that's where the majority of their locations are focused. Like with a concentration in Hollywood, because that's where their roasting facility is actually at.
Okay, that makes sense. Is any location powered by Groundworks Coffee?
No, but they do have like a contract with like Whole Foods 365, and they sell like their coffee there.
Oh, okay.
Like they have a little bar where you can order drinks, but you could also buy their wholesale beans.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, I actually don't have much experience with Groundworks Coffee, but I have tried it, and what I have tried is just like their black coffee, their pour overs, and also
the nitro cold brew.
Yeah, the nitro cold brew, and their what is it? The affogatos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick pause.
Yeah, we're gonna pause.
All right, and we're back. There was a little mishap that happened behind the bar.
Yeah, it was what is it? Occupational hazard?
I don't know. Occupational hazard is like if you have mold. Not if something just falls.
No, I know. It's a joke, Jolin. I'm surprised I have to explain this to you.
All right, whatever. So what were we saying? Oh, so Groundworks.
Yeah, we were talking about Groundworks.
Yeah, I feel like so I want to give them an A.
Yeah.
And because so when I worked for them for Anime Expo, I don't work with them anymore. Just letting you know.
You're not gonna see me at Anime Expo.
Yeah. So when I did work with them, we were setting up the machines because they had these like mobile espresso bars.
Yeah.
That you could roll around and attach water tanks to.
Oh, I thought you guys like rented out a studio.
No.
Oh, nice.
They're little mobile carts.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So we set up the mobile car and they give us like a bag, like a 5-pound bag of their beans.
Okay.
We crack it open, we put it in the machine, dial it in.
Yeah.
And it tastes like the top of a creme brulee.
Oh, no way.
So straight out of the bag, it was like amazing product. So I was like, there's something to it.
See, honestly, when an espresso shot is sweet without adding sugar to it, that's an amazing shot right there. You know
So that's why I want to give them like an A. And I think, not to be biased, but a lot of these local places, I feel like they have the advantage because they can supply like the freshest coffee.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, at the same time, like it's not an excuse for the big companies to be like, oh, it takes us forever to ship. Like you can build a place here and supply like LA coffee, LA Starbucks, LA McCafes.
Yeah, but imagine how much money they are
but they're
spending
like,
on it.
they have like billions of dollars.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you stay rich? By
just
hoarding
saying.
your money.
All right, whatever. But yeah,
I'm just messing with you.
Groundworks, I want to give them an A.
But yeah, I get you. It sounds like it's a well-deserved A too, honestly.
Yeah. Do you have any experience with Stumptown?
Stumptown being... Yes, I actually have. Yes.
Like I know there's a place here on Santa Fe and 7th.
Yeah, that's actually the place I've been to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so
I've only tried their cold brews, like the ones that you buy from the store.
So Stumptown is weird though for me because
lay it on me, baby.
the coffee is great. I would say it's like maybe what were the other ones, please?
Groundworks.
Not
Bottle.
Blue Bottle. It's like the quality of Blue Bottle.
Mm.
The coffee itself. Because I tried their pour overs. I've tried they had this weird latte that I don't remember. It was very sweet. I think it had like a little bit of cinnamon in it. But then I tried their cappuccinos and they're pretty good. And there's their cortados. Their cortado was bomb. It was very like well balanced and they knew how to make it properly. And they're
wow.
Sorry,
Come
guys.
on.
I'm sorry. I thought I had my phone on silent. I apologize. But
SMH.
see, and I don't know about any other location because I've never been to any other location. But the location right there where it's at 7th Street, they have such a nice outdoor seating that's right next to
the ambiance of it.
Yeah, the ambiance is great. So maybe I would give it an A.
An A
honestly.
also?
Yeah, I would give it an A on Stumptown. I definitely think they deserve an A.
All right, I'll give them an A based on your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're down to the final two.
Okay. And
so the penultimate, which is the one we're gonna talk about right now, is Jameson Brown Coffee Roasters. And then the ultimate, the El Celito.
El Celito.
Yes. So Jameson Brown, they're a Pasadena place. They roast their own coffees. I don't know if they supply any places or if they have any like contracts with stores to wholesale.
Yeah. But
from what I have tried, and I've gone there many times. They have quality products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually never been to Jameson Brown.
We need to go.
Yeah, because this is the first time I'm actually hearing it. Like when you told me about it, like what list we're gonna talk about, that was the first time I was hearing about Jameson Brown.
Like the experience of going there, like you step into the doors and you're immediately like drawn to the big, I think it's like a 5 kilo roaster in the middle of the room.
Ooh.
And it's like fire truck red, it's bright, it's like there, it's in your face, and you're like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And it turns out that they actually do use that roaster for like live demonstrations and stuff.
So it's not just decoration.
Yeah, it's not just decoration. It's actually, there's a purpose to it.
And then
their menu, they have some of the fruity and like sweet drinks that you expect, but at the core, they do offer like a very classic cafe shop menu. So they do like Americanos, macchiatos, cortados, cappuccinos, lattes. And you know what? Their product is pretty good. Like I've had their cold brew, and you can actually taste the notes in it. It's not all watered down and stale like some other places.
Yeah.
Their lattes, perfect temperature, good taste, and then it's just a comfortable place to be. Baristas are friendly. Like it's only one location, so there's a few, and they're always there.
Not bad. Not
So
bad. Sounds...
for that reason, I want to give them like, kind of want to give them a B.
Yeah.
Like it is an experience to go there, especially with the stuff with the roaster in the middle of the room. However, like my personal taste in coffee, I wish their coffee was like a little bit more bold.
Ooh.
Like their notes like punch through the milk. It doesn't just get kind of like washed away in the back.
Does it get drowned out?
A little
the milk?
bit. I don't know
Like,
why. Like maybe they just like wait for the coffee to like fully open and give it to people.
Yeah.
But like they're almost there. I think my phone was going off. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, but they're like almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a little bit more, and they're definitely like up there with the big hitters.
So if anything, it would be like a B plus.
Yeah, it's like a very high B.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But nonetheless, we have to go there.
Yeah, I'm down to go. It sounds interesting. I really want to see the experience.
And even though we're not grading on them, their pastries are bomb.
Oh, they have pastries?
They have pastries too. They have like an ube cake.
Oh,
it's so good.
That sounds bomb.
Has like ube and young coconut inside.
Oh.
I highly recommend it.
Hell yeah.
All right, and then
man, I'm hungry.
we can get food after this.
Uh-huh.
The last one on our list, good old El Solito. We started our coffee journey.
The cream of the crop, the soul brother, the soulmate of everybody.
Not just a place, but a home, a community.
The community.
That's why I give it a D. I'm kidding.
And that's why it's an F. It just sucks.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, honestly, critics, no bias. Just what would you give it?
I mean, I feel like it's up there with an A. Because the quality of the products that we... What?
Oh, sorry. I got this weird message on my phone right now. And well, you know how we just help Danny from El Cerrito create like videos for the story? Yeah, this girl just messaged me saying, oh my god, look at this story. And it's literally the story we just created. Oh. So it just caught me off guard. I'm like, yeah, I made that. Or I helped make that.
Okay, so what I was saying is like, I feel like the products, the things that we sell, the way that we market ourselves, and just when it comes down to like the actual environment and community, like we're able to hang up there with the big boys like Groundworks and Intelligentsia and stuff like that. Even though we're only one shop, we roast ourselves, but we have a lot of passion for what we do. And you know what? We try to be different. We try to like kind of, we have that mentality where like if one of us wins, everyone wins.
Yeah. No, you're right. You know, actually, one reason alone as to why I think El Cerrito should be A material. How many impersonators we have of our products.
You know what? You're right. I didn't even think about that.
Because we have like, it's hard to believe for some people that like have never heard of us or like didn't know about us. We invented the mazapan latte. We invented the champu latte. We invented, you know, like the flan latte, and even like started selling cheesecakes here for like to complement our coffee.
We had cheesecakes. We had lemonade since day one.
And then out of nowhere, these really like not hipster. What is it? Hype beastie like coffee shops where it's only for the gram, that sort of stuff. They started copying us. And they started saying that they invented it, that they started. And even Starbucks, I've heard so far right now, has started working on like a mazapan frap or latte.
Right. Yeah, I heard about that too.
So that's what I'm saying. Like maybe we're the ones that started, you know, we invented the mazapan thing. So just that alone, how many, and you know how they say, the
greatest form of flattery is mimicry.
Exactly. Thank you. So that alone for me makes me think we should be an A.
I get you. Yeah, that didn't occur to me, that there's so many. And then even like within our community ourselves, people come here and we're like, hey, what can we get you? They look at the menu and they're like, oh, this is just like Tierra Mía, or just like Casa de Café, just like Monarca, just like all these other places. But You know, they're not
Yep.
comparing us to them; they're comparing them to us.
Exactly. You're right.
So yeah, with that, like for those reasons, trying to be as non-biased as possible. Because I mean, there are like faults.
Oh yeah,
in
no,
the
I mean
place,
like
too.
we don't have any food. We don't have any
AC.
like breakfast. We have no AC. Yeah.
We don't have any AC in the
Yeah.
summertime.
So yeah, of course, there's always problems.
Yeah, but overall,
I'm not gonna
like,
lie about that. But
Yeah, I think El Solito gets an A.
yeah, the quality of coffee.
All right, and you know, I think with that pretty much wraps up what we wanted to talk about today.
Yeah, so hopefully you liked our lists. Let us know if you agree with it. You know, if you have any edits. You know, if you prefer something over another. Maybe if you think we rated a specific shop too high. You know, let us know.
And if there's any places you feel like we should have added to this list, definitely like comment down below.
Yeah, definitely.
If they're like LA area places, you know, maybe we'll check them out. We'll do a revise of this podcast.
So, Joe,
Who
let me
knows?
ask you something before we sign off.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for Game of Thrones and Endgame spoilers?
Are we gonna do that?
No, we're not. I'm just playing.
It was like we could talk about Endgame, but I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
No, I'm just messing with you. I just
All
wanted
right.
to see what two things were like the most watch out for spoilers at the moment.
Ah, I see. Or Spider-Man: Far From Home spoilers.
Oh gosh.
Detective Pikachu, Sonic.
Oh god, don't even talk about
That's
that.
all at another,
Yo,
at another time.
Just one quick note that you told me that I honestly haven't researched or not.
Ooh, what did I tell you?
You told me that the Sonic creators for the movie, they're actually considering redesigning
Yeah, they're
Sonic.
redesigning him.
Yeah, because of all the negative volume it's
Yeah.
gotten or notification.
The backlash.
Yeah, the backlash. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So bold move. Let's see
Yep.
if it works.
All right, and with that, we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, and remember to stay beautiful.